Man drank
7
liters
liters
of
of
soda
soda every
for
for
10
10
years?
years?
Well,
Well,
that's
that's
a
a
lot.
lot.
A
A
man
man
drank
drinks
7
7
liters of
liters of
soda
soda
every
every
day
day
for
for
at
at
least
least
10
10
years.
years.
This is
This
what
is what
happens.
happens.
7
7
liters?
liters? How much is one of these?
So
So he knocked
7 of these bad boys a day? That dude's a fucking machine. Holy shit, I do like maybe 1 or maybe 2.
his kidneys. BA is a 48-year-old man presenting to the emergency
Badass.
room with sudden onset weakness. The admitting nurse immediately notices that BA can't stand on his own. He sits in the chair, limp like a rag doll. BA was a dad living a normal life, but he had a habit rooted in excess. When he was 30, he got a new job. This office would stock free unlimited soda for employees to drink. The HR
Oh my god.
lady loved to tout this as a wonderful benefit for a great place to work. Unfortunately for BA, this availability would enable a dark tendency in his life. Over the years,
That's Coke Zero, though. I thought that was supposed to be healthy. I feel like if he drinks that many Coke Zeros, he's probably going to be the healthiest person ever.
BA's daily soda intake would gradually increase.
Yeah, no soda's good for you.
He loved the fizzy feel at the back of his tongue every sip he took. He thought he might have had a problem one day when he looked at his desk and saw empty soda cans everywhere. The most disturbing part
What is up with the cup collection?
about this was that he had just cleaned up from the day before when there were empty soda cans everywhere. 10 years ago, when BA was 38, he noticed that something was wrong. Every day, he'd wake up thirsty. He tried to quench that thirst by drinking his normal morning soda, but the more he drank, the thirstier he got.
Bro, this sounds like a Bible story. This sounds like a story from like the Old Testament or something. What the fuck?
Bathroom for the 10th time in 2 hours.
Oh
BA had no idea how he was urinating that much fluid because it was just so much more than the amount of liquid that he thought he drank. His stomach hurt. He was short of breath. He had a brain fog that would have him stutter and slur his words. And then one day, BA woke up and he was in the hospital. The most recent memory he had was something that happened 3 weeks ago. His wife told him that his coworkers found him unconscious at his desk. BA had had a diabetic coma. His blood sugar had been sky high for at least the last 3 months, and he was high in the hospital despite not eating anything before he finally woke up.
Oh
But not
my
only
god.
that, BA also had high blood pressure and high cholesterol as he was placed on medicines. Doctors here didn't know about BA's excessive sugar drink consumption. No one told them about it because it was then a normal fact of life. He was advised to pursue a healthier lifestyle with diet and exercise.
Yeah.
BA knew in the back of his mind that his soda habit may have been a focal point in this episode, but it wasn't
I love how they're covering Coke, as if we don't know what it is.
Clear to him. He had been stressed at work recently and his eating habits weren't really that great. He cleaned up his diet, started working out. Instead of drinking regular soda, he'd elect for the zero sugar about half the time, even
I don't drink any soda. I might have like 1 energy drink a month. I normally go for like sparkling flavored water. Has no calories, no additives or anything. It's just like seltzer water.
though he didn't really like it. And things were going great, but only for a while. BA eventually left that company and no longer had free soda at work. He found
This guy got sideburns, but no hair. What's that?
himself going to the warehouse club to purchase bulk packages for his own consumption, and he'd drink so much that he'd burn an entire case in a single day. One day,
Yeah.
Oh my, dude.
Look at that. Sideburns. That's his problem.
This guy is a fucking machine. Oh my god, bro. That's how much soda I drink in like a week. Not a week, maybe like 5 days. Holy fuck.
BA wasn't feeling well. He thought maybe he had eaten something funny about a week ago when all of this started happening.
Yeah.
When he got out of bed that morning, it was hard to stand. He could feel a dull sensation, almost like a cramping in his calves, and he noticed that he was urinating very often again. He got up from his chair to go to the bathroom again, but he felt his legs go soft as he collapsed to the ground. Knowing that something was wrong, he calls for 911 and he's brought to the emergency room where we are now.
Oh my God.
At examination, the medical team noticed BA's profound muscle weakness. He told them that it happened suddenly, but he hadn't been feeling well for at least a few days before. His medical record showed his history of diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. That's all they knew about. But
what the fuck is cholesterol?
What is cholesterol?
Fat? Just don't eat it. Don't eat. Who's eating fat? Who the hell's eating fat? Who's eating the fucking fat? That's disgusting.
This visit, there's a few clues as to what's happening. A blood test finds that BA has hypokalemia.
Oh.
Hypo meaning low.
Well, yeah.
Kali referring to potassium, or more formally kalium as shown by its symbol on the periodic table of elements, and emia meaning presence in blood. Low potassium presence in blood.
Okay.
It wasn't just a little low, it was life-threateningly low. But why is this a problem? That same blood test finds that BA not only has hyperglycemia, high sugar presence in blood, but that his kidneys are also shutting down. Wastes that are supposed to be filtered out by the kidneys are now detectable in high amounts in his blood.
Jesus.
These wastes aren't specific to soda consumption. They're a measure that his kidneys aren't working like they should be, but this wasn't his only problem. That blood test also indicates that parts of BA's muscles have been damaged and they're spilling their contents out. This is called rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdo meaning striped, or in this case striated, referring to the appearance of
This sucks.
Meaning muscle, and lysis meaning a breaking down of. Striped muscle breakdown. This is also life-threatening, and it's happening because of BA's hypokalemia. The human body has electrolytes everywhere. The electro prefix means that they're electrically charged, just like the plus and minus that you see on a battery, so they can be used to send signals throughout the body. The most abundant electrolyte outside of cells is sodium, but the most abundant electrolyte inside cells is potassium. When muscles contract, signals from the nerves arrive. Sodium from outside the muscle cell rushes in, initiating the contraction. The body needs balance because sodium is an electrolyte, meaning that it has an electrical charge. More of it flooding into the cell causes the positive charge to build up. To balance this, potassium, which is mostly inside cells, rushes out of the cell. Then calcium commits to the contraction by changing the shape of muscle proteins. When it's done, potassium flows back into the cell as part of relaxation. But in BA's case, it doesn't finish this way because he has hypokalemia. This could explain why his muscles are weak, because the signals to contract and relax aren't normal.
Isn't it crazy people figure this shit out? Like, yeah, it's really impressive they figure all this stuff out. Wow.
It can explain why his muscle is breaking down and dissolving into his blood, because when potassium is released from muscle cell for contraction, it appears to dilate nearby blood vessels, helping more blood flow to the muscles. But when none of this is around anymore because of hypokalemia, then blood vessels don't get dilated. The muscles start to have a lack of oxygen because less blood gets to the area. The muscles are very metabolically active. They need lots of oxygen, and without adequate blood supply, bad things can start to happen. But here's the problem. Shouldn't rhabdomyolysis cause BA's potassium to go up? Potassium is mostly inside cells, and his muscle cells are leaking their contents into his blood. Why does he have low potassium presence in blood then? Well, it might be that his muscles haven't undergone this for long enough to leak enough potassium out. Or there's another force inside BA's body aggressively taking potassium out of his blood, outpacing any amount that could be added by rhabdomyolysis. This could suggest that BA has a problem that hasn't been documented by the medical team.
Bro, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Yeah, like, what the hell is this guy eating Port Topo and a worm in his brain? This is nuts. Like, just from soda? Probably not.
What could it be?
Probably from a number of things.
The medical team tells BA what they want to do. If he has low potassium presence in blood, then they're going to give him potassium. If his kidneys are failing because muscle proteins are gunking up his tubules, then pushing some intravenous fluids through his body should help get water flowing through and should help flush out that muscle protein while replenishing his potassium. They'll collect his urine for the next 24 hours. If his kidneys are inappropriately wasting potassium, then this could explain to them what's going on, and they'll be better equipped to address the root cause of what's happening, but the results wouldn't be so clear to them. As the hours pass, BA gets thirsty. Often when someone is on IV fluids and the patient doesn't drink anything for several hours, they can complain of dry mouth and throat.
Yeah, sure.
This was happening to BA, but not only that, he was also having a massive headache. BA was admitted into the step-down unit where the entire medical team would check in with him in the morning.
Probably.
And throughout the day, the nurse might drop by one time in a shift. The hospital was big and busy, and he was in the part of the floor where there weren't that many people. His condition could descend into a medical emergency quickly, but that's why he was being monitored, and he was in the hospital.
Right.
BA, frustrated and not feeling great, called his wife and asked her if she could bring him some drinks, if he needs fluids like the physician.
Bro, he's trying to get the soda brought into the... Oh my god, man. He's trying to get soda while he's in an IV.
Said.
What an idiot. People are not surprisingly dumb.
He couldn't think of a better way to get some in his body, and she brought it as he drank soda in his hospital room, and the more he drank, the thirstier he got.
Bro, where were the nurses? How'd they let this shit happen?
BA's headache went away, his dry mouth fixed, and his thirst quenched.
See? Soda's great. There it is.
And she brought it as he drank soda in his hospital room, and the more he drank, the thirstier he got. BA's headache went away, his dry mouth fixed, and his thirst quenched.
There it is.
The next day, at morning rounds, the medical team finds that he still has hypokalemia, despite getting IV potassium. But when they look closer, they find that he had made a total of 4 gallons of urine in the last 24 hours.
That's a lot,
The medical team
right?
had only given BA about 1 gallon of intravenous fluids.
I feel like that's a lot.
No morning is too early for the team at Legacy Post and Beam. As the dawn whispers.
Yeah.
4 hours for his kidney injury. If he urinated out 4 times that amount, the medical team has no idea where that came from. They talk more about this. Persistent, severe hypokalemia, like the one that...
Yeah, what was he lying? Like, where'd the cans go? I don't understand this. How... Like, where'd they throw the cans away? Like, because even if he did lie about it, I mean, like, how did nobody see it? Like, dude, what?
can cause a problem called diabetes insipidus, which is different from the type 2 diabetes mellitus that he was diagnosed with years earlier. The word diabetes, coming from ancient Greek meaning to pass through, referring to the massive amounts of urine put out by someone who has this problem, as if water is passing right through them. And insipidus, from Latin in, meaning not, and sapidus, meaning tasty. A pass-through of urine that isn't tasty, because back in the 1400s when the word diabetes first appeared in English medical literature, they might have diagnosed problems of excess urine by tasting the patient's urine.
Hey, look, you got, you know.
Did you guys know that?
It is what it is.
That's why what we know as type 1 and type 2 diabetes today are called diabetes mellitus. Mellitus from Latin meaning pleasant tasting, like honey, due to the presence of sugar in the urine. Hypokalemia makes it harder for the kidneys to concentrate the urine because there's manipulation of electrolytes that happen in the kidneys during normal function. And without that correct balance, it's possible that BA's kidneys are just dehydrating himself, drawing on body water to force unconcentrated urine through.
Jesus.
But BA is still weak. The medical team don't know why this is happening to him, and none of his problems are solved. If unchecked and uncared for, his hypokalemia can cause an abnormal heart rhythm to suddenly appear and can devolve quickly into his heart shaking in place, no longer actually pumping blood to the rest of his body. Over the next couple days,
that escalated quickly. What the fuck?
They tried giving BA some other electrolytes to see if anything can help. They tried stopping all IV fluids and were able to confirm...
Dude, like, I don't even feel bad for this guy because, like, what are you doing bringing soda into a fucking hospital? What are you thinking? You fucking idiot.
That his kidneys were wasting all the potassium that they were trying to give him, but nothing that they tried could meaningfully replenish his potassium, stop his rhabdomyolysis, and help with his profound muscle weakness. One day, the medical student saw B.A. have a visitor. It was B.A.'s wife, and she was carrying a large case of soda.
Yeah, that's how I'd feel too. Yep. Mystery solved. Right there.
Into his room. Given that no one had bothered B.A. after morning rounds, and that he never really asked for any more help from the nurse throughout the day, no one saw or paid any attention to anything that he was doing. Standing outside the door, peeking in, the student saw B.A. drink every single can that was brought in by his wife. He had never seen excess to that degree. The student started getting some...
Bro, what the fuck? Oh
What is
my
wrong
god,
with
so
people? Like, how do
much,
you
man.
drink so much?
Like,
How do you
I
drink
can't really,
a
I
24 pack
can't
of
really
soda?
drink a lot or eat a lot of food. I just can't. It's just not in me. I'm a skinny guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. I don't eat a lot or drink a lot on very rare occasions.
And I don't really get into that. So it's just like insane whenever I hear people that like get into this stuff. You stay like, yeah, I'm skinny as fuck, man.
Ideas of what was happening, but he didn't want to go into the room to be confrontational, especially not without the residents and the fellows around.
Yeah, I don't blame
and
him.
after reviewing his notes before going home for the night...
Bro, your soda intake is nearly as bad. My soda intake is not even in the same universe as this. This is 7 liters of raw soda. Like, I would say that I consume less than 2, and it's probably not every day. Now, is it bad? Yes, I would say that it's... I would say that the amount of soda that I drink is probably the most unhealthy thing that I do. Definitely. It is the most unhealthy thing that I do. 2 is too much? 2 is massive? I mean, if you drink one of these, right? Like, I don't think, but do you drink water? Yes, I do. I've drank, like 2 cups of water today. Yeah, and I also had a bottle of water as well. Yeah. So, like, I do drink water. Soda has water in it? It does. Soda does have water in it, and so do the fountain drinks, which I like more that have water in it. So yeah, I don't, and that's not flavored water. It's just normal, average water. 8 bottles of water is the norm? Dude, I don't think 8 bottles of water is normal. Like, that's insane. Like, I don't drink 8 bottles of water. What the fuck? I would say like 4. Yeah, 4 is reasonable. Maybe 5, but 8.
Night, he saw housekeeping staff get an extra large bag to take all the cans out.
Oh,
the next
God.
morning, the student got to the hospital early. He had prepared notes and questions and printed out some studies that he looked up so he could present it to the medical team. All of this because he went beyond and coincidentally stumbled upon this key piece of information. And if you are a student too looking for help to finance your higher education, you can work with SoFi, a member FDIC bank who's a mobile-first personal finance company.
I'll say this, right?
They want to sneak those ads in whenever they can.
Is like, I actually don't think my diet is as bad as people make it out to be.
Welcome to Hotel Architect.
I don't. I think beef jerky is very healthy. Beef jerky is one of the healthiest snacks that you can have. I think I eat Chipotle a lot, and I think Chipotle is quite healthy. It's high in sodium. No, it's not. It's 22% sodium. Yeah, that's not that bad. What do you mean? That's a lot? No, it's not. You need 100% every day. What do you mean? How big is a serving, though? Like, I don't know, like half the bag? You eat a lot of protein. Yeah, like because I looked up, like, all right, I'm gonna look it up right now, huh? Diabetes. Okay. Let's look at how many of these symptoms I have. Pee a lot. No. Thirsty. No. Lose weight without trying. I have lost weight recently that's been because of stress, and I literally have not even been able to have time to eat. I'm very hungry. No. Have blurry vision. No. Have numb or tingling hands or feet. No. Feel very tired. No. Have very dry skin. Actually, this is a yes. I do have dry skin, but I've always had dry skin, even when I was a kid. Early warning signs of diabetes. Let's see here. Slow healing sores. Absolutely not. I cut my arm or my hand open the other day on the stream. It's already completely healed. This one's already completely healed as well. Let's see. That's totally fine. Let's see more. Getting a lot of infections. What the fuck is an infection? No. Diabetes, fatigue, total lack of energy or fogginess.
What is an infection? You know, he says some smart stuff sometimes, but he is an idiot. Definitely for sure. I have a lot of those symptoms. I might have diabetes. I do think I eat a lot too much sugar.
Perform tasks you normally do. 1 hours before diabetes. Frequent urination and excessive thirst. No. I think that I drink a lot. So I do get thirsty and I do drink a lot, but the reason why is because I'm talking all the time. So like it's like I want to lubricate my fucking mouth or my throat. Yeah, so it's like normally I don't do that at all. Yeah, I don't have any of these symptoms. Like my mom, who was like massively fucking overweight, and she was going, bro, she was 70, drinking it more soda than me, smoking her own hand-rolled cigarettes, eating Taco Bell every fucking day, watching Ancient Aliens, playing video games, 70 years old, not even pre-diabetic, nothing. Yet? I mean, yeah, I mean, something else got her, but like, what I'm saying is like, I don't really worry about this. I don't. That's the life. Yeah, that's life. And genetics, I mean, it could be. I mean, diabetes doesn't mean that you're healthy. I have type 1 diabetes and I'm very healthy. Yeah, but diabetes isn't good to have, though. Like, I would say that diabetes is an L. Yeah. Like, it definitely is an L. Does your father have diabetes? He recently, like, he went to the doctor. His oxygen was like 98, and his blood pressure was like 106 or something like that, or 108. He doesn't take any blood pressure medication at all. He's 76. 98 is superhuman? No, it's not. 98 is normal. Anything below 95 is concerning. For his age, though, he's 76, yeah. He only has 1.5 lungs. 120 over 80 is normal. Yeah, I'm usually somewhere around there. But like usually anytime that they take my blood pressure, I'm like stressed out because I'm like, you know, at a doctor's office or something. And, you know, it's a little bit higher for that reason. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, like, I'm totally fucking fine. And, blood test? Yeah, they gave him a blood test. They said everything, unironically, was perfect. He said it's like one of the best tests he's ever had. It was like maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. So he's never had this problem, and he drinks soda like... He doesn't drink soda the way I do. He actually doesn't really drink hardly any soda. He doesn't drink a lot of soda at all. And, he has, like, kind of a good diet, I would say. But he also is like me, he doesn't eat a lot.
Who helps members bank, borrow, and invest their money. I'm a SoFi member, and they reached out to me asking if we could talk about student loans. I know student loans can be overwhelming and can feel...
The student loans, some people might not know this who aren't in America. It's the thing, it's like, it's our new... It's like the new patch for slavery, right? Because, like, you know, they got rid of that. And so, like, now this is the new patched version, where it's, like, kind of the same thing, but it's, like, a little bit different.
This is my downfall.
Complicated to deal with. And I know some people might even be like, I don't even want to think about how I'm going to deal with that.
Yeah,
but
you just don't think
as
about
someone
it.
who has been through that medical education grinder for 8 years after high school,
Jesus Christ.
not counting the years of training after,
But,
I
like,
know
you
now
know that's probably like
there are
a
opportunities to
fucking...
refinance that student debt at a lower
like
rate,
a six-figure
and SoFi
amount.
can help you with that. They have competitive rates that can save thousands of dollars thanks to flexible terms and
don't force you to take loan. You're right that student loans, that there are adults. I don't know. I feel like it's like,
Don't go to school. Start your own
I think
business.
it's kind of the same as like grooming, right? Where like student loan, this is like a tangent.
Yeah, you don't want to. You might want to go to college for like a year. Go to college for your freshman year, and take like a small amount of classes, and then start your own business. Get an internship or start your own business. It's you don't want all that debt.
Right? But like, So, like, you're groomed as a child to think that you should go to college, right?
Yeah, you should go to college for the freshman year. That's the only real cool year. Really, freshman, sophomore year.
And then you're basically trained your whole life to want to go to college and to want to invest yourself into doing this. So, like, do you really blame somebody for being a product of 12 years of intensive, like, grooming? Do you really blame that person? It's like, yeah, to an extent, it's their fault. They still could have overcome that. But I don't think it's only their fault. Grooming is a wild analogy. There's dog grooming as well. Like, there's grooming people for, like, a role at an office. Like, it's just a word.
Low fixed or variable rates, no application or origination fees, and no prepayment penalties. SoFi's online application is simple, with access to live customer support 7 days a week, and there's perks like unemployment protection, provided that the loans are in good standing. There is a life after debt, where you can focus on more exciting financial goals like buying a home or starting a family, and you can get on that path now. You can see your rates
Guys, not in Austin.
2 minutes with no commitment at sofi.com/chubbyemu, which is also the link at the very top of the description below. Thanks SoFi for sponsoring this video. Soda is carbonated and sweetened water. Its original formulation...
What's the problem? It's water. There, see, he literally said it. It's water.
In the 1800s contain what are now classified as controlled substances, but some products now have another substance that we know of as caffeine. Both the sweetening, specifically from the sugar, and the caffeine explain everything happening to BA. Sugar is interesting because physically, wherever it is, water will want to flow towards it. In the small science experiment, I dissolve sugar in water and place it into a semi-permeable tube, meaning that only water and not sugar can flow in and out. I submerge the tube in a pool of distilled water that has no sugar in it, and you'll see that water flows towards where there's sugar. That water flows into the tube. In the kidneys, huge excess sugar from drinking 1 to 2 gallons of cola every day for 10 years can make it hard to reabsorb water because that water will want to stay with the sugar. This is documented to happen with others who have been hospitalized for chronically consuming excess soda. But we know it isn't happening to BA, at least this time, because his urine was collected for 24 hours twice, and excess sugar wasn't found in that urine. The other problem would be caffeine. We know caffeine is a stimulant, but it works by blocking inhibition rather than directly stimulating the brain and the body. So that's why it's not considered as...
Doesn't it block the, I thought the way that caffeine worked is that there's like a, like basically a fucking, it's like a debuff that you get every time you wake up. And once this debuff gets to a high enough amount of stacks, then you go to sleep. And caffeine makes it to where, like, the debuff, you can't see the debuff. But then whenever the caffeine wears off, then you're like, wow, what the fuck? This debuff is way higher than whenever I started. Because it's not like it stops the debuff, it just stops you realizing what the debuff is. Like, that's what my understanding of what...
I just logged into Call of Duty Mobile. They got the new, or the old vehicles just returned. All the dangerous ride legendary crate. Legendary parachute, airborne, helicopter. I think it's ORV. I want the antelope. We can do one draw. One in 1,000. That's crazy. One in 1,000. I might get the parachute or the airborne. Pretty cool. Probably not. Wait, so every 10 draws, so if I do 10 draws, let's see, let's see what happens. Of course, dumbass banner. Back to the video.
Caffeine is. I don't know. Like, I feel like I've drank so much caffeine in my life that I'm immune to it. Like, I really don't think that I have any effect. Like, and actually, that's not even true. Because, like, I've drank, like, y'all notice I've never drank, like, y'all ever see me drink an energy drink? A Monster? You ever see me crack open a Monster? Ever see me do anything like that? Do Prime Energy? No, I never do that. I never fucking do that. You know why? It's because it's disgusting. I don't want to drink those. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's just, it's bad for you. Well, it's not that it's bad for me. It's just too much caffeine. Yeah, it's just too much.
Strong. You should check out my community tab for quiz questions on things like this. In the body, there's a chemical called adenosine. You may have heard of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the molecule that our cells use for energy. Adenosine is also the building block for DNA and RNA, but by itself, adenosine is a depressant. It promotes sleep. It dilates blood vessels, allowing more blood to flow through the brain and the heart. It can also be used as a medicine to slow down heart rhythm, helping get a normal beat. If caffeine blocks this inhibition, then that's why it prevents adenosine from promoting sleep. And caffeine constricts the blood vessels of the brain and the heart, and it can increase heart rate. Caffeine is a naturally occurring product, and it's even shaped like adenosine, but it's what it does in the kidneys that explains what's happening to BA. Caffeine can be a diuretic. There's a similar chemical in the same class of medicines called theophylline that's sometimes used in asthma that was once described as the most remarkable diuretic that we possess today.
That's the shit. Diuretics make you piss, right?
Compared against other diuretics that are used for treating heart failure and was found to be as effective. Today, it appears that adenosine enables the kidneys to hold onto water by reabsorbing sodium under the same principle as sugar, because wherever sodium is, water will flow.
Melt sales objections with this book. I just got my black book of questions in the mail. And look at this thing. Honestly, it's less of a book and more like a full-blown sales manual. It's over 115 pages packed with real-world examples and plug-and-play templates that can be adapted to any industry. Literally any industry. Real estate, life insurance, solar, B2B, B2C, B2G, you name it, it will work for you. It covers everything from how to uncover prospects' true problems to preventing objections before they even have a chance to crop up. Plus, there's even a bonus section dedicated to cold calling. And I mean, if you're serious about closing more deals and crushing your prospects' sales objections, you've got to get your hands on this book. Click the link below and order it today. You won't regret it.
When your severe asthma says you can't, Tespire says you can. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that helps you prevent attacks and relieve asthma symptoms. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, trouble breathing. Rash or eye allergy can happen. Don't stop asthma treatments
towards it. When this mechanism is blocked by chronically large amounts of caffeine, like in BA's case, sodium stays in what becomes the urine, and it throws off the electrolyte concentrations, enabling massive amounts of water to become urine. As the amount of flow increases through his kidneys due to diabetes insipidus, it appears that the kidneys concentrated more and more potassium into his urine. All of this explaining how BA drinking at least 7 liters of soda every day for at least 10 years caused his hypokalemia, how it caused him to make excess urine, and explaining why muscle proteins were floating around in his blood, causing the kidneys to shut down.
That's nuts. What the fuck?
And why his muscles
7
were weak
liters.
suddenly. If excess soda consumption was the problem, and soda is not necessary for normal bodily function, then the answer would be to stop drinking soda.
Yeah.
You might hear in the news and on websites and in other places from other people about how soda is bad for you. At best, they'll tell you about the diabetes, which is a big problem, one that would get countered by someone else asking about diet soda. At worst, they'll just draw some unrelated comparison without giving any whys. Well, BA's case is one of those detailed whys. And don't take my word for it, similar cases have been described and published in literature multiple times.
Holy shit.
Early insulin resistance can come from all the habitual excess sugar. I can't understate how big of a problem that is. Depending on what you do with your coffee, you can get it there too. Excess blood sugar levels can come from that insulin resistance and diabetes, or it can come...
So blood sugar... What the fuck? So, what are some things, like, if you have high blood sugar, what is there, like, an indicator for that? Is a blood test? No, I know that, but, like, what are the indicators? Your blood tastes sweet? Well, that would make sense. You drink your own piss? No. You die? Yeah, I could see that. Peeing a lot, sweet blood and urine? Frequent sleepiness? Bro, I need to get some higher blood pressure, blood sugar then, bro. I need to fix my fucking sleep. Yeah. You get headaches, stomach hurts, maybe vomiting. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's weird. There's ants in your toilet? If there are ants in your toilet? No, there's no ants in my fucking toilet. It's disgusting. My dad had diabetes, had to cut off his foot because it rotted. That's nasty. Feel like you're having a panic attack with high blood sugar, high blood pressure? That's nuts, man. Like, and this shit happens to people. Oh my god. Mosquito loves you? I do have mosquitoes that like me.
Directly from drinking massive amounts of soda all at once, and it can cause fluid loss both from the urine and from watery stools of the GI tract, where potassium is also lost. Then a consistently elevated caffeine level for months to years, in this case beyond the 400 milligram recommendation, but not enough to be a huge caffeine overload, leads to hypokalemia, nephrogenic diabetes insipidus, polyuria, rhabdomyolysis, ending in acute kidney injury, sudden onset muscle weakness, and electrolyte abnormalities. This can then precipitate into an arrhythmia of the heart, leading to sudden death if untreated, because potassium is involved in heart muscle contraction, and not to mention the permanent kidney damage that would come from the rhabdomyolysis. The amount of people who get sick like this from this amount of soda over this amount of time, it's not going to be that many people. Some people do have problems controlling themselves in this setting of gallons of soda every day for several years, but that's not the majority. We're never going to have the actual number of people that this has happened to. Now, what about diet soda? Then there's no sugar. It would still have the caffeine to do what it did to BA.
This is what I look at fucking soda, is that, this might sound stupid, this is why I know it's obviously not good for you, is that you drink a soda, that shit's brown. You piss and it's either yellow or clear. Where'd the brown shit go? It's in you. Think about that.
But then how about diet caffeine-free soda?
Logic?
Well, there was a study done looking at food questionnaire results from the 1970s and 80s. 194,000 people, and they found that there appeared to be an association of kidney stone development in the groups that consumed soda.
Aren't those things that come out of your dick? Pretty sure if I had one of those, I'd stop drinking soda. That would just be about it for me.
Remember, soda was different back in the United States in the 70s and the 80s, from real sugar to high fructose corn syrup. And
nobody in my family has like there's people in my family have had heart problems and stuff like that, but like nobody in my family on both sides, as far as I know, has any of these issues. So yet, I mean, like I'm talking about like it's like 30 people that I'm thinking of. So do they live like you? I mean, I think that in some cases worse.
The artificial sweeteners are likely in different concentrations now than before. And those are just two things. The overall formulation is likely different now. There's simply a greater selection and availability of sodas today than back when this survey was taken. So take the study results with what you will. Type 2 diabetes and all its comorbidities like heart problems and nerve damage, hypokalemia and all its consequences, and kidney stones are what we're thinking of when speaking of excess chronic soda ingestion. And think of at least kidney stones for caffeine-free diet. What about those artificial sweeteners? I'm going to defer to what the United States FDA said about it. Consumed reasonably and sparingly, I wouldn't spend any more time worrying about this. But the principle remains, if you don't need to put it in your body, don't put it in your body. When the medical team took repeat blood tests after BA was told to stop drinking soda in the hospital and his wife was advised to stop enabling his habit in this institution, they found that his blood potassium levels started to normalize.
Yeah, no shit. Because you stopped drinking it. Yeah, of course. The kidney stone hurts peeing out? Yeah, I've had 2 kidney stones from Gatorade. It's fucking terrible, bro. Oh my god.
His kidney function started to return to normal, and his muscle weakness went away. Because the body is able to heal itself, some baseline function was achieved again as BA was able to make a recovery. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself.
Introducing Mando Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the inventor of whole body deodorant like Mando. It's clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours. And before you say it, Mando works better than a shower with soap alone. Rather than covering up BO with heavy fragrance, Mando's unique formula stops odor before it starts. That's my secret to better odor control everywhere. It's unlike anything you've ever tried before.
Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a dad. I deliver packages and flowers, and I'm a Mando customer. I was loading a package car, and my driver came through, and he was like, "What's that smell?" And I took a quick sniff, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's..."
And be well.
God damn, bro, this shit was scary. What the fuck? Seriously, surprised went 10 years without any major issues? Yeah, and he's 40 fucking 8. That's not young at all. Oh my god, high addicted to sugar, finally I quit drinking soda, lost a huge amount of weight. After shocked at how big of an effect it had. Wow. Eating 3 packets of ramen at once? Jesus Christ. I actually feel myself. Used to drink 1-2 liters of soda every day for a few years. Had a 5-year break. Last year I started again. Recently been trying to quit. If I had unlimited soda in the office, I'd just drink as much as I could. Like, I don't know how people can just do that. Like, for me, like, my body just self-regulates. Like, I don't want to drink that much soda. Like, I would, yeah, like, it just, like, it just turns off. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't want any more of it. It's sugar. It's addicting. I don't know, man. Wait till you're older, this will start to decline? I don't know. I have no idea. It's like training a muscle, it comes shortly. Problem is as you age, your body's self-regulation ability degrades. Well, what I mean is, like, whenever I drink something... So, this is kind of like a weird thing, and, like, it's kind of like a tangent, but, like, I don't really drink or eat things for enjoyment. Like, I don't enjoy eating. I don't enjoy drinking things. I only do it because I have to. So, like, as soon as I can stop doing it, then I immediately stop doing it. Like, then drink water? Well, no, I like soda more than water, right? I don't enjoy doing anything. Like, if I never had to drink another drink in my life and I would just be fine, I would never do it. Because it's just a waste of fucking time. I gotta go to the store. I gotta get the drink. I gotta take it back to the house. Oh my god, right? And so, yeah, you don't comfort eat. Yeah, I do not eat for comfort. And the reason why is that I grew up with a lot of problems with my teeth. So, like, a lot of times whenever I would eat something or drink something, it could make my teeth hurt. So, like, I am trained to not eat or drink things for enjoyment. That's just the way that I'm programmed. Even call a stream a very long time. Yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, exactly. If you're doing something that makes you feel like shit, you should have a break. Yeah, no, and that's the thing, bro. I woke up yesterday, it was like 3 in the morning. And I was like, I might as well go to Whataburger. Bro, there is nothing in my life that makes me want to cook my own food for myself than going to Whataburger, bro. That place sucks so bad. I don't know how people eat that shit. What a piece of garbage. Like, for real. Like, I was like thinking I was eating it, and I was like, I don't want to deal with it at all. No wonder you were so fucking skinny back then. Yeah, I used to be 108 pounds, and now I'm like 100, and I weighed myself actually the other day. I'm like 132, 135, which is good. I had wanted to lose a little bit of weight, because like if you look at my stomach, right? Let me show you. So I used to have a problem because I felt like my stomach was big, right? And it was like sticking out. I remember like now I don't have that issue at all. So I completely lost all the stomach fat entirely. Yeah. And so I don't have any more issues at all. And I did that. What did you do? I stopped eating as much food and I exercised more. And it worked. That was about it. Are you still eating once a day? Yes, I am. I read that it's unhealthy to not eat something whenever you first wake up for breakfast, that it's like bad for you. And so I think I'm going to start eating a grain-based breakfast. I'm probably going to do that. That's bullshit. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know, right? I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, a very small, like, grain-based, like, oatmeal bar or something like that. Nothing weird or anything like that. Oatmeal and fruit, nice easy breakfast. I ain't gonna eat no motherfucking fruit, man. You need to get your metabolism at least going in the morning. I don't really understand a lot of this, like, diet shit or any of this medical stuff. This is a great video. Like, I'm actually surprised, like, this video ended with, like, the guy not dying or something like that. Dude, 7 liters of soda? I don't know how I could do that. Yeah, like, it's actually, like, fucking insane. So what are you doing, making this inconvenient for drinking? Make it sound like you have something to do? I mean, like, I always got something to do. Yeah, what? The bananas, apples? I don't want to eat an apple, eat a banana. What about a smoothie? Would you drink that? Yeah, I'd drink a smoothie. Do you ever crave something like a steak? Or is it basically eating once a day? The truth is that I am a very skinny guy. I'm not burning a lot of calories because I'm not actively exercising and working. Really, like, I'm not, like, moving around, working my body a lot. And I think that's like its own problem. But, like, with that problem...
Attention parents! Spend less on your kids with Amazon's low back-to-school prices. Save on...
I don't really need a lot of food. I don't, because I'm not consuming a lot of calories. Straight up. Yeah, but at least 2 hours after waking, you check out neuroscientist. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not saying, like, the second I wake up. I'm just saying, like, you know, usually I will wait like multiple, like maybe 8 hours after I wake up to eat. But I just think I'm going to stop doing that. So working out at the gym at all? I need to start just working out at home. Like, I've started doing some exercises. I actually have had it doesn't, like, I mean, it's like so I moved a washing machine down. Like, I moved some stuff out of my garage to throw it away because they had like a bulk trash pickup. This is like maybe a couple of months ago. And in the process of moving the washing machine, I think I hurt the middle of my back. And so I've been trying to kind of do like exercises at home, and I haven't been able to like really rest. And the reason why is because I've had to do stuff for my dad every day. So I don't think I've really recovered from the injury at all, because I've just had to do like bend over, like move things, do stuff and help him. But like now that he's doing a bit better, like I'm going to try to do like some rest and see if that's going to help. And if it doesn't help, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to, like, my dad obviously, I think he has like 3 working vertebrae in his entire back. And so he's got some suggestions of like exercises to do, so I'm probably going to do those. And if that doesn't work, I'll probably just start doing other types of exercises as well. Because like I've always been of the mindset, and this is probably bro science, like I don't really know what I'm talking about, but like I think that the body is meant to move, and the body is meant to like process things. It's not meant to stay in a state of stasis and non-action. So if I'm feeling bad, the way that I work that off is I exercise or I do something like that to get rid of that feeling. So, like, whenever I was having problems with, like, I remember my leg, because I sat on my leg and I had convinced myself that I had a blood clot in my leg. I went to the emergency room, I got an ultrasound. Obviously, I'm completely fine. There's nothing wrong. It was totally in my head. But anyway, you know, I would go out walking every single day, and I'd walk probably like 1.5 miles at a relatively brisk pace, right? Like, I'm not saying like super fast, but like I would do this in like maybe 15 minutes. Maybe somewhere around there, right? Like, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. And probably just had a bruise. I didn't have anything. Did you have to pay for the ultrasound? Yeah, it was $420. And yeah. And so blood clot's critical. I looked up a lot of it, and yeah, I thought it was pretty funny, right? And yeah, American healthcare system, by the way. So yeah, exercise to keep the body healthy. Yeah, exactly. And I think that it's like as soon as you stop moving and as soon as you stop exercising, that's whenever people just kind of like fall apart and you know, really start to get old. Like, I know that's what happened with like my mom, for example. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but there's obviously something going on with you. I really think you need to get it checked out. I did get it checked out, and there wasn't anything going on with me. It was looked at by a doctor. I did a test because I thought the same thing because I was getting in my head. Yeah. Like I had, can't you get insurance? I can. I think I actually do have insurance, but I just went up there on a whim and I didn't have it set up at the time. As soon as you get, yeah, and like, I don't really think that's an issue, right? It's just that like that's why you should never self-diagnose. You made the right call. I think so too. I mean, you should consider getting a second opinion if your instincts are telling you something is up. Well, the funny thing about it is that after they told me that it wasn't, the idea of it went away and it never was an issue again. Like, for example, I thought I had clumps and lumps in my neck because of like just the way that I was feeling. And then I got it checked out by a doctor, and that feeling that I had completely went away. I don't feel like that at all. Like, I thought about it like a few days ago. It's like I never think about that. It's not even an issue. Right? Maybe you have mild hypochondria. I think that it's I get worried, right? Because like I'm 33 now, and expect Asmongold AI. I don't know. Well, they actually already have it. Yeah. I'm 33 now, so like a lot of my friends have had like health issues, and I've been so incredibly lucky that I haven't. Even though I live in probably worse conditions than anybody else. Right? And knock on wood. Yeah, knock on wood, right? And need Diaz health issue? Yeah, okay, okay, Cody. Yeah, good one. Huh? You got hypochondria, bro? Well, I think it's more that like I just worry that something is going to go wrong because it's happened to other friends of mine, right? And it's just like it's one of those things that it's like, when's it going to happen to me? I mean, am I crazy? Have you guys ever felt that way? Even if there's nothing wrong with you? Because like my health has always been kind of a very big advantage that I've had, right? Like, I don't really get sick, I don't really get tired, I don't really have any health problems, and like I couldn't imagine living my life without that at all, right? And it's a matter, it's a type of like wealth that you can't buy. You know, in a way you can buy it, but in a way you can't. And so it's like it's scary, man. It is. If you count your calories, you probably see that you're below the average. You probably skip breakfast. Yeah, I need to eat a bit more. I think I'm going to eat a bit more and probably get a bit more into that stuff. Way of living probably made your immune system stronger. I found another dead rat in my house. Actually, it's a funny thing you bring that up. There's another dead rat in the house. Bro, I smelled that bitch out and like, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy, bro. I smelled him out in 10 seconds. I got him, bro. I threw him out in the yard. Usually I throw him out in the street. but it was daytime. I usually only throw them out in the street whenever nobody's out there. Let me link you guys this video. This is a great video, by the way. Like, for a medical analysis, I was actually really impressed by this. Like, what the fuck? This was actually really good. I'll link you guys the video. Give it a like if you liked it. This was great. What was I saying about, like, improving quality of life? I have. The quality of my life is actually really, I think I have a very great quality of life. Like, I've thought about getting another, like, mattress topper. But otherwise, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, everybody talks about, like, how unhealthy and bad things are for me. But why is it that I feel good all the time? You know why I think it is? I think it's because I don't eat a lot of food. And I think one of the biggest problems that people have is that they eat too much food. That's straight up what it is. They eat too much food, they overeat, they're overweight, and it's a massive issue. Yeah, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, I don't get into any of that stuff. You should invest in a good bed. Yeah, well, I don't know yet because, like, as I said, I had, like, that issue with my back, and so, like, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do. But it's okay. I mean, I'll be fine. It's not a big deal.
Well, that's the video, guys.
Were you born between 1980 and 19...
Hope you liked it. Hope this is another test to see the reactions and whatnot. I know my reactions ain't that good, but it's late at night, so probably gonna get on COD and grind a little bit and just get my 1,000 for the day. I'll leave credits. Thank you for watching with me. You know, if we sub, I would definitely appreciate it. So thank you very much.